Who's this?
That's Mirabelle.
For Mirabelle. And who is this?
Do you know her name?
Mirabelle?
No. Isabella.
Isabella.
Who's this one?
For Isabella.
Who's that?
Lisa.
Lisa. Can you say hello
Hello.
to the camera?
Hello.
Say, do you know what we're about to do?
Yeah.
What are we about to do?
Make supper.
Well, we had supper. Do you remember what we had for supper?
Yeah.
We had spicy food first. Well, I had spicy food, trying to get labor going. We are making freezer meals.
For me?
Well, for everybody, for when the baby's born. Can you tell everybody you have 6 days until your baby brother or sister's born? 6 days.
For the back, it's done.
No, till the baby's born.
A baby's born.
So, if you saw the title of this video, I'm gonna take this off because it's a weird angle. Anyway, if you saw the title of this video,
Yeah.
we are gonna be making freezer meals. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freezer meals for dinner, and then 2 like breakfast meals. And the breakfast meals will last us, I think we're making 12 breakfast sandwiches, and then I'm gonna make some oatmeal cups, but I think I might do that tomorrow just because I still have some things I need to do tonight, and it's gonna be a little time consuming, so that may be something that I do tomorrow after church. But, are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Are you nervous, excited, scared, what?
Nervous and excited.
Nervous and excited, but not scared.
Mm.
I'm not scared about that part. I'm just ready to get it going. We were eating, we had Wingstop for dinner. It's been what are you doing, girlfriend? She's on Pinterest. She's on Disney World. Oh, we're in trouble. Anyway,
I'm going to Disney World. Me so excited.
Me so excited. Yeah, I want to go to Disney World too, Ave. Anyway, so we're going to be making freezer meals for after the baby comes. I know that we have some friends who have already said, like, we'd like to bring you a meal, but this will just be for nights when things are crazy and we just need to be able to throw something into the crock pot. All of the dinner meals that we're assembling are all crock pot meals. I need something super simple that I can throw in a crock pot and turn on and say, go. I don't want to have to be like, I don't know, doing a whole bunch of cooking the first couple weeks. Anyway, but today we have done like everything to try and induce labor. I ate basically a whole pineapple. I did. There's an activating labor video that I've been doing. I've done the activating labor video once and then done the exercises from it a couple times throughout the day. I was cleaning earlier. We had spicy food for dinner.
Where are the sausage patties?
They should be in there. What else have I done today? Lots of water. I don't know. Anyway, so this baby could come at any time, although it's taking its sweet time. I would have been induced yesterday if I had been dilated at all, but I wasn't. Plan is to have an induction this upcoming Friday, which is about 6 days away. So we're gonna do these freezer meals now, get them over with, out of the way, so that we have them when we need them. And I figured I would bring you along so that if you're in the same boat or you just wanna have some easy crockpot freezer meals, here are some good ones. These are not my meals, so I will put all the recipes down in the description.
Alright, y'all. So, Mallory went to go put the toddler to bed because she was losing her stuffing, if you know what I mean. She didn't take a nap, so she was acting like she had taken a nap. So she asked me to start filming the video of me cooking these sausage patties. You're supposed to thaw them first. I'm not liking them thawed, so I'll probably just throw them in frozen for the next batch. But anyways, you're gonna go ahead and cook these up, and then after I cook these up, then it'll be the eggs. And then yeah, I don't know what happens after that. All I know is I'm supposed to be doing this. So, anyways.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble act and everlasting ego. I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble act and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, with his humble act and everlasting ego. Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago.
Alright, so when we first got our Blackstone grill, we got the breakfast kit, which has these rings in it, which I think is for doing what I'm about to do, which is to like crack eggs into them and make little egg circles. So they're a little bigger than the sausage patties, but I mean it's better than nothing, so I'm just gonna roll with it and we'll see what happens. So wish us luck.
Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble act and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, with his humble act and everlasting ego.
Okay, and we're back. If Robbie didn't say anything, Avery was losing her you know what, and so it was time for bed. So I took her to go to bed, and now I'm gonna start on putting the freezer crock pot meals together while Robbie finishes doing the breakfast sandwiches. So, if I didn't say this before, this is the black bean and corn salsa chicken. It calls for chicken breasts. I don't use chicken breasts. I always use chicken thighs now. I feel like they're much more juicy. It's harder to overcook them, and they just taste better to me. So, I'm going to put 4 chicken thighs. Yeah, four chicken thighs into this bag, which truthfully I probably should have just used this bag, but I couldn't write on this bag. Anyway, I always buy the big pack of chicken thighs, and then I will break them up into halves or sometimes quarters, because we don't ever use more than 4 chicken thighs in a night. Next, I'm gonna throw in half of this packet of taco seasonings. You can use a taco seasoning packet. You can use, like, we have Fiesta taco seasoning mix too, but I had these on hand, so half of it goes in. Is that half? Maybe a little more. A little extra seasoning never hurt anybody. Perfect. And then I'm gonna throw in 1 can of corn. I'm gonna drain it first, because you will have other wet ingredients that go into this. So 1 can of corn. You may have guessed it from the title, but 1 can of black beans. And I like to rinse my black beans, so I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna use 1 cup of salsa. We're just using we're not using the good salsa because if we're not eating it with chips and like salsa, it's just gonna be a flavoring. If we were eating chips and salsa, we'd be using Mateo's, but we're just using the HEB brand. So, cup of salsa, and then half a cup of water. And then this one is done. And so I'll throw this in the freezer, and for this one, you thaw it overnight, and then when you're ready to have it, you thaw it overnight in the fridge. And then when you're ready to eat it, throw it in the crock pot for 3 to 4 hours on high. Okay, first of all, y'all are getting such a nice shot of the belly. This one is called barbecue cranberry chicken. It sounded super interesting to me. Barbecue sauce is always yummy, chicken's always yummy, and cranberry sauce, oh, so good. So, and this one also you're gonna thaw overnight in the fridge, and then you just throw it in the crock pot just like the rest of these. I again have chicken thighs. These are still a little frozen, but that's okay because they're going right back into the freezer. This calls for 2 pounds of boneless chicken breast. If you like chicken breast, use chicken breast. If not, use chicken thighs. I'm sure you can use pork, but pork would actually probably be pretty good too. Anyway, so for this, I'm going to throw the chicken in here first. Is that a little better? Maybe, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to transfer the chicken from one Ziploc to another. And then to this, I'm going to add a whole thing of cranberry sauce. The hard part is going to be getting this out of the can. Perfect! Like I said, we love cranberry sauce in this house. Best part of Thanksgiving. And then you are going to use a cup of any barbecue sauce. You can never go wrong with Sweet Baby Ray's, but I bet it's also pretty good if you use like the, what's that one? G. Hughes. I bet G. Hughes is probably also really delicious. So a cup of this is going in. One cup of barbecue sauce going in. And then this one is so simple. The last thing you need is just 1/4 cup of dried minced onion, which we have because I add minced onion into like every single recipe. No matter if it calls for it or not, I love it. This I'm not gonna measure out because if we have more than 1/4 cup, who cares? Oh, yum! So just like the last one, throw it in the freezer. And then this one you pull out, thaw overnight in the fridge, and it goes in the crock pot on high for 3 to 4 hours or low for 6 to 7 hours. There's the second one done. Okay, so this next one, you okay?
Yeah.
There we go. I'm trying to figure out how to get y'all perfectly in frame. This next one is called sweet and sour meatballs. Takes a little bit extra prep because I actually got to do some chopping in there. And it calls for 1 medium onion chopped, but as you can see, this onion is huge. But again, love onion. We're gonna put the whole thing in. 1 green bell pepper, this is a normal size green bell pepper, and then 1 red bell pepper, which in comparison is humongous. But extra veggies never hurt anybody. So as long as Robbie didn't hear me say that. So for this one, I need to go ahead and chop these things up real fast. Okay, so if you've never seen this trick, I learned this while I was in college when I was cutting an onion, and it is the coolest trick. First of all, I need to get this outside layer off because it's not great. Let me do that first, and then I will show you this cool trick. And this is probably not that cool. People probably know this trick. But you know what?
Everyone's got to learn it once.
Yes, and it has saved me many a time. Okay. Put that over my little trash bag over there. Okay, so cut the onion in half, but leave this little part. Then what you do is you slice straight to the middle, but don't slice all the way through. Then you take it and you cut it this way. Again, not all the way through.
That knife needs to be sharpened.
It does need to be sharpened. And then, in order to dice it, you just chop down. Isn't that so cool? My choir director taught that to me one time. He was taking a cooking class, and he would always have us over for dinner sometimes, like one time a semester, because we were a pretty small ensemble. And so he would have us over and he would teach us these cool tricks that he had learned. So you'll have to go in again towards the end and cut this way again, but I mean, you don't have to do it very often. And I love onions, hated cutting them until he taught me this trick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw all this in the bag already so I have more room to work with, but isn't that neat?
I don't wanna stay here, no, ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind, we've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance,
That's a lot of onion. That's okay. Okay, next I'm gonna do the bell pepper. I do not have a cool trick for the bell pepper, unfortunately. But that's okay. Now that we have all of that in there, we're going to add in 1 whole bottle of sweet and sour sauce. This is just Kikkoman's. I think this may have been the only one at the store, honestly. The whole thing's going in. Or not. There we go. Where's the 57? It's like you need to find the 57 on the Heinz 57 bottle. There it comes. Okay. And then lastly, you're gonna add in a bag of frozen, fully cooked meatballs. Okay, Reed grabs the H-E-B brand. Pour that in. Okay, and then the last thing that you need for this is you actually need a little can of pineapple tidbits, and you're gonna drain it, but you don't put that in until it has been in the crock pot and you have 1 hour to go. So this one is you thaw it overnight, and then you can cook it in the crock pot on low for 4 hours, and at the 3 hour mark, then you add in those pineapple tidbits. All right, 2 more. Okay, this next one is another super simple one. It is called Hawaiian Chicken. Set this out of the way because I don't need it right now. And I need to open a new package of chicken thighs. So this is what I mean when I say I buy the huge pack. I buy the huge pack, and then I will cut this in half and put it in 2 different recipes, because we won't go through this all in one night unless we have our friends coming over, in which case I use 2 of these instead of just 1. But this is just for our family, possibly my mom when she's here too. So this one is 3 simple ingredients. We need 4 chicken breasts or chicken thighs. These are 2, 3, 4. Sure, I don't need that. And then these 4 I'm gonna put in a separate baggie. To this, I'm going to add the rest of this barbecue sauce.
Excuse you.
Ha ha ha. Let me let that sit, and I'm gonna get the 1 can of crushed pineapple, which I need. Okay, it does not say to drain this pineapple, so I'm just gonna throw it in without that. Woo! And then lastly, the rest of this barbecue sauce. Shiner. Out, dude. Okay. Perfect. And then that's that with this one. So thaw it overnight in the fridge, and then this one says to cook it in the crock pot on low for 6 to 7 hours. It does not give you an option for high, so. Last one. Okay, so this one is a little bit different than the rest of them because you need 2 different bags. Hold on, I'm fighting with this, so there we go. You need a bag for your meat and a bag for all the other stuff. So this is Mongolian beef. Should be super delicious. You just throw it over rice, which a lot of these things you can do. Throw it over rice, throw it in a tortilla. I don't think I have anything that I would like throw over noodles. But anyway, super simple, super quick meals. This one, I'm cut up the flank steak, and I will grab that, and then you add cornstarch to it, and you put that all in this Ziploc bag. I don't know why you can't put them in at the same time. Not something I'm willing to try though, and figure it out. So we're gonna do the beef and cornstarch in this bag, everything else in this bag. But I am gonna cut up the veggies and stuff first, that way like I can do the flank steak on this and it's not like me contaminating anyway. So the first thing that I need for this bag is olive oil and minced garlic and soy sauce. For this one I need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just gonna eyeball it. 1, 2. And then I need 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. That's not gonna work for me because just like onion, I love garlic, so we're just gonna put it to our heart's content. And I should say like Robbie also loves garlic. Like I'm not just like cooking for myself. I'm taking into consideration all people in my household. We are a household that loves garlic and we don't mind onion, at least the flavor of onion. I also need 3/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. Again, I'm just gonna eyeball it. That should be good. And then I also need 3/4 cup of water. Okay, 3/4 cup of water. This also calls for 3/4 cup of brown sugar. This one I will measure out. I don't know, I don't want it to be too crazy sweet. So there's 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup. And then I need veggie-wise, a cup of grated carrots and a cup of thinly sliced red bell pepper. I went the easy route with the carrots and got them pre-grated. And this is actually, how big is this? This is actually about 3 cups, so I'm gonna put about 1/3 of this in there. I'm not a huge carrot fan, but you can always find something to throw carrots in, I feel like. Okay. Let me chop up this red bell pepper and then I'll add that. Okay. So this goes in the freezer, and then we'll work with the meat and the cornstarch, and this one will be done.
How many you got left after that?
This is the last one. So for the flank steak, I'm going to go ahead and slice it up a little bit because I don't think it's already sliced up.
I'll do that if you want.
Oh, thank you so much. And then it'll be thrown into this bag. I'm gonna throw it in there right now. 1/4 cup of cornstarch in here. While I clean up everything else, Robbie's gonna cut up the flank steak and throw it in this bag for me. Thank you, Robbie. So then you'll take this and this, they go together in the freezer. And then when it comes to doing all of your crock pot stuff, you throw both bags into the crock pot at the same time. You cook them on low for 4 to 5 hours or on high for 2 to 3 hours. And then, like I said, you can serve it over rice. But again, I was not willing to try the whole, like, let's put everything in a bag together with the cornstarch. I would just follow the recipe because they specifically said to put it in 2 separate bags. So now we just have to assemble our breakfast sandwiches and I think we're good. Okay, that is the end of our freezer meals. So there's 5 crock-pot freezer meals and then just a quick little breakfast freezer meal. I do think I'm gonna make some little oatmeal cups, but I don't know that I would get it out in time or get it done and filmed in time to get it in with this video before I have to do other videos before the baby comes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will try and link all the recipes down below. If I miss one, let me know. But until next time, we love you all and God bless ya.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar.